Hi, I'm Lina. I'm here with
Bez.
and we got a game about noises and monsters.
It's called a game about cute comical creatures and trying to identify them after someone makes noises. So the way it works is you've got creatures that go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Hopefully you can imagine what they would sound like, and I'm shuffling some cards that also have numbers on them. I will make a noise. Do not look at me, but if you carry on looking at the creature, my noise will be and that's my noise. Now everyone, when they have an idea of what the noise might be, they raise a fist and they say, which one is it? Lena, which one of these creatures do you think made a noise?
This or this? This.
Correct. It was number 1. And so if 2 people had said number 1 and 1 person had said number 3, it doesn't matter whether you were right or wrong, you would get a point for saying number 1 because you're in the majority. Being in the majority means you made a good guess, but then I would get a point because I made a good noise, because the majority was correct. Then we would get some new creatures, and all of the cards are double-sided, so you've got lots of content for lots of different games. And Lena, could you shuffle the cards, or I'll show you a secret card, and make a noise. Okay, that's hard. So it's a kind of growly thing. I definitely don't think it's one of the beaks, because I think it would have made a birdie noise. I think that this one, maybe it, but like, that looks more happy. So I think maybe this one.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Oh, I'm so happy.
They also all had 2 mouths.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because sometimes when one of them has 1 mouth, and these are actually quite hard to distinguish, because how do you do? But just that, you've got to focus on the differences between the creature.
Open or closed.
And is it look angry or happy or excited? And I think, and like, what are the feet like? And maybe if I were to do it again, I would make more.
Can we try again?
Sure. So if I shuffle and I make another noise, I will make the noise of okay, that's my noise. Absolutely. And you can see that there's a fairly high consistency of being able to guess. If you want to make it harder, you can make it harder, because in the deck there are numbers. It goes up to 7.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be like, oh, we are all so good at this. We keep getting it right. And if you want to play, I'm trying to work out a cooperative mode, but it's not really the full game. And you can play with 3 players and just play with 4 cards, but again, you really want 4 or more.
Yeah. Nice.
I heard someone in a school actually played with, they said 400 people in an assembly. They changed the rules slightly, they just made a noise and then everyone guessed, and whoever was correct got a point, and that was it. And so you can use a projector, it's a lot of fun.
You can also use this like with small kids.
Absolutely. So originally the game was a game about wee whimsical creatures. So the creatures looked a bit more like these. Sometimes they were a bit scary, and one person complained, like on Board Game Geek. I know a lot of people complain on Board Game Geek, but I do read all my comments, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of intellectually ignore because it's like, okay, the game isn't for you. But someone said, oh, I like the idea, I just wish the creatures were more cute. I don't like the way they look. And it's like, okay, that's fair. Maybe if I spent some time making cute creatures, they would prefer it. And actually, this weekend, people have preferred the cuter creatures. Which one do you prefer?
I chose this one the other day, so I got this one. I like it, but if I were to play with children, I would also choose this.
I think it does depend definitely on your audience.
Yeah.
Some people asked me to make even more horrific ones now. Just last weekend, they said, "Oh, you've gone cute, sir. Can you make even more horrible ones?"
Yeah.
And maybe one day, but we will see.
Yeah. But also the color gives you some feeling, maybe.
I think that the color definitely. Although, does red make this look more angry? I don't know.
No, it actually doesn't. It makes it more happy. No, but it looks happy.
I mean, I'm not sure how much the color informs the noise,
probably
but
does.
I think that it does. It makes it look prettier on the table.
Yeah, because this is also a bit gloomy.
This is kind of one of my favorites. How it's sad, but it's looking at something super cute, and it's thinking, "Oh, I can't believe that life's so beautiful." And then this is like a giant sandworm, but it's not like a scary thing because it's got just big chunky teeth.
Exactly.
And I worked really hard, so when I drew them actually, I drew them quite small. So I drew them about exactly the size of the card. So
It's really hard work.
and whereas these ones I drew 4 times the size of the card, so I shrunk them down. So there's a little bit more detail, even though it's not super detailed, but just you can.
Looks really nice.
And I think I had actually more fun with these, and I'm getting better at, the process. So maybe if people like it enough, there will be even more creatures.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.